first grade. Today Mrs. Coppola is going to bring you a phonics lesson, and I'm going to title this lesson Unit 5, Week 3. The story this week is called Dot and Jabber, and today we're going to practice the first skill. The first skill is going to help you with the first page of your packet where we learn about double O. Now, there's a second skill that comes every week. I've talked to you about this. Today I'm only going to do the first skill with you, and then I'll have another video that teaches you the second skill. Okay, so now we're going to start reading together. All right, look at our sound spelling card for this lesson. Do you remember last week it was the owl and we practiced OU? Well, this week the sound spelling card is for double O. Do you see it? And there's a book above the double O because it's teaching you how to read the word book and use the double O sound spelling. So we're going to learn about that. Now, O is a vowel. Vowels can make a lot of different sounds, and they're in every word. So today, double O is actually going to make two different sounds. It's going to make a short sound like U when we read the word book. Do you see the U on the card also? So it's telling you that double O can also sound like U, the short sound in book. Say book. Now, if I just want to say the double O sound, the short form, it's Can you say that? Say just like in book. Okay, now double O can also make a long U sound. So I'm putting another word on our sound spelling card. Moon. Say moon. When I say the word moon, double O says oo like long U. Okay, so it can either say like book or oo like moon. Let's say it together. Book, moon. Okay, so today, when you see the spelling double O in a word, you may have to try both sounds to figure out the word. Remember Mrs. Coppola's strategy. If it sounds weird or if it looks weird, it's probably wrong. And good readers make adjustments. When they sound out a word that doesn't make sense, they have to try it again. So double O is one of those sound spellings where you might have to try both sounds to figure out the word. All right, so I sorted our double O words today on a chart. Let me get a good aim for you guys. The left side is the short O sound of double O, and the right side is the long vowel sound of double O. All right, so let's start with the short vowel side, and I'm just going to give you a second to read the books yourself. Remember that they say that double O says Say 3 times. I'm going to give you a second to read them, and then we'll read them together. Okay, let's start at the top. Book. And you can stretch out all the sounds like this. Book. Book. Foot. Foot. Do you hear that short sound? Now look at the word book. What if I said book? Oh, that would be the wrong use of those double O sounds. Remember, good readers might have to try both sounds to figure it out. So I've read book and I read foot. Now I'm going to read woof. The sound that a dog can make. Woof. Hood. Brook. A brook is another word for a small river or a stream. And the last word, good. Stretch it out, good. Okay, now we're over here to the long O sound. The long double O sound, which can sound like long U. Okay, again, I'll give you a minute to read it by yourself, or a second, actually, just a few seconds. Okay, let's start at the top. Easy word. We've read it before. Moon. Let's stretch it out. Moon. Do you hear the oo sound? Moon. Zoo. cool. And here's a challenge word. Rooster. The male chicken is called a rooster. Droopy. Droopy. When you feel sleepy and it's hard to keep your eyes open, that's called feeling droopy. And the last one, goofy. To be silly, or to be a character from a Disney movie, right? Goofy. Okay, so now we sorted the words so we could practice each sound spelling carefully. And I'm going to move to a chart I made with, with both sounds. Okay, so on this chart, both sounds are used, and I mixed them up. So I haven't sorted them, so we have to sound out each word and figure out if it was the long double O sound or the short one. Okay, number 1, shook. The wind shook the tree. Shook. It was the short sound. Number 2, soon. The long double O sound spelling. I hope we see each other soon. Number 3, wooden. Wooden is a challenge word. When something is made from wood, you can call it wooden. Number 4, cook. Now I put a little dot there because it reminds me that I wanted to show you something about number 5. So number 5 uses cook as a base word, and then it has an ending. When we work on our second skill this week, we'll learn how to add an ending to a base word. So number 5, cooking. And when we add that ing, it means it's happening now. And number 6, stood. Stood. And then look what I did with number 7. I took stood. I'm not using it as a base word anymore. Now I put it in a compound word. Number 7, understood. I understood how to do my assignment. Number 8, boots. I put an S at the end of my base word boot to show that there was more than one. Crook. Crook. Now I put a dot there too. Do you know what crook is? So crook has 2 meanings. It can mean the shape of a shepherd's staff when it makes that curve like a candy cane, or it can mean somebody that's dishonest and took something they shouldn't have, something that didn't belong to them. The crook stole my purse. Or the shepherd held his staff by the crook. And then number 10, goodbye. Goodbye has been a spelling word for us before. Goodbye. Number 11, stool. A stool is like a step stool, something small you can step on to reach a higher place. And then number 12, afternoon. It's another compound word. Noon has a double O sound spelling. N-oon, the long sound. All right, now I'm gonna zoom out and let you guys read it again by yourself, okay? Read each word and practice the sound. Today, try to use some of these words when you talk, and then tell mom and dad, hey, I just used a word that has the double O sound spelling. If you say goodbye, or you say, Mom, what are you cooking for dinner? I like it when we find what we're learning about in real life, because that's why we learn. All right, now the next lesson I'm going to bring to you for this same week is the second skill, where we learn about endings that we put on a word, like cooking. Cooking, use the ing ending. All right, first grade, thanks for joining me.